So today we are going to discuss a hard level problem which is present on this website called LeetCode. So I hope you guys already know about LeetCode. It's a very famous platform to practice SQL Python related problems. Also there are problems related to data structure and algorithm as well. So this is actually a very good platform for coding. But I picked this platform for selecting some hard level problems. So I picked this problem called trips and users related to SQL, and we will see how we can solve it. Okay, we will try to break this problem into multiple parts and we will try to resolve it. Okay, so please do stay tuned till the end of this video. Okay, don't miss any part of this video because this video is going to be a very good learning video for you because it will cover multiple concepts of SQL. Okay, so you will learn a lot from this video, so do stay tuned till the end of this video, don't skip. Okay, so let's see what this question is asking. Okay, so it has been given as trips is as a table, and trips has these six columns: id, client id, driver id, city id, status, request id. Now id is the primary key column with unique values for this table. The table holds all taxi trips. Each trip has unique ID, while client ID and driver ID are foreign keys to the user at the user table. So there is a user table as well where user ID, band and role are present. Okay. Now what it is asking is, so it is here it has been given as that the cancellation rate is computed by dividing the total number of cancelled by client or driver request with unbanned user. Please focus on this line: with unbanned user by total number of requests with unbanned user on that day. So let's break it down. Okay, what it is asking: number of cancelled, number of cancelled either by client, either by client or driver request. Okay, driver request. Now this is with unbanned user which are not banned. Okay, this is first point. Let's say we are going to consider. Okay, let's comment it down. So we will make every notes on comment. So just see that how I am breaking this problem so that it will be easier for you to visualize this. Okay, so let's see the second problem. Okay, second part of this: total number of requests with unbanned users. So total number of request with unbanned user. Okay, this is second. Now let's see what is the third part. Write a solution to find the cancellation of request with unbanned user. Both client and driver must not be banned. Please remember this point. Okay, both client and driver must not be banned. So I'm breaking it down so that it will be very easier for you to write queries after that. Okay, now each day between this, so we have to take our data between day between. I will just copy this directly. Okay, so see, just focus that we are going to apply this condition. Okay, this is very important. The fifth point what you have to do is round cancellation date up to this. See, okay, so we have to round this cancellation rate up to 2 decimal points. Now return the result table in any order. So order does not matter here. It has already been given. Okay. So see, let's see one explanation. Okay. Here it has been given that on first of this is what, first of October, right? Okay. First of October 2013, there were 4 requests in total, 2 of which were cancelled. See, out of 4, 2 cancelled. Here the request rate with ID equal to 2 was made by banned client. See, this particular request was made by a banned client, so it will be ignored in calculation. So how many unbanned requests are there now out of 4? 3. Out of 3, 1 has been cancelled because 1 was made by a banned user, so it doesn't matter. So 1 by 3 is the cancellation rate. I hope you got it. Okay, see, we have made notes as well for you to understand. Now just focus on the that how I'm going to write this query. It is now, I hope you got that what we are going to do here, right? It is very easy now. So what are the columns? Request at, okay, and how do we want our output actually? Okay. So I think it is asking to give the day. Now, okay, this date is named as day and cancellation rate is the calculation. So this request at is named as day. Okay, so what we will do, we will write select request at as day. Okay, now what the question is asking, there is a status column here. Status is cancelled by driver or completed. Okay, okay. So see, here it is asking that if it is not completed, then it has been cancelled by client or cancelled by driver. So can you tell me that if I take, if I like count the number of records where it is cancelled by driver and it is cancelled by client, or I should count the number of all records except this completed one. Will that both be same case? If I count this one plus this one and then add it, or if I just count all and just remove this completed one, will both be same, right? Because I am just removing the completed record, the rest two records which are remaining are cancelled by driver and cancelled by client. So instead of individually summing it, cancelled by driver and cancelled by client, I will just sum it all and remove the completed records. So I will apply a if condition here. Okay, so let's say I will sum, how I will sum, if status equal to completed. If status equal to completed, then I will not count it. Okay, I will assign it as 0. Otherwise I will count it. I will assign it as 1. So see what it will give me. Can you tell? This is what it will do. So let's say this completed is there. I want to see that how many number of records are there. So I'm calculating cancellation rate only. I will tell you how. I am just counting the number of cancelled records by either client or driver. See how, if it is completed, see, check this, what is the status of this record? Completed. So what it will be assigned, it will be assigned as 0. Cancelled by driver, what it will be assigned? 1. Completed, 0. Cancelled by client, 1. Then what it will do, it will just sum the records. So wherever it is coming as 0, it won't make any effect, right? 0 plus 0 plus 0, only one records where 1 is coming, we will get to know that how many are cancelled by driver and how many are cancelled by client. For example, here it will assign as 1, here it will assign as 1, here it will assign as 1. So what will be the total number of records based on this query that I wrote? It will be 3, right? 1 plus 1 plus 3 plus 1, because wherever it is completed it will assign it as 0, and when we sum it, it won't make any impact, right, on the total. That's why what is the meaning of this is, here I am just removing the completed records. I am just counting those records which are cancelled by driver or cancelled by client. So there is another way also through which I can do it. So I will make a common table expression where I will take all the number of records where it is not equal to completed, where status equal to not completed. Okay, so if I remove status not equal to completed, what will be the records remaining? Cancelled by driver and cancelled by client. Those record I will store in a common table expression, and then I will use in the second, like our select query, from that common table expression, those records only. So either that way or this way, you can do it anyway, right? It will be easier even if you do that way, but just I'm just explaining you to write it in one query, okay, single query, without using common table expression, because otherwise I like common table expression more, because I find it more easier and user readable format than any other writing in subquery format or other formats. Okay, so now, so this is what cancellation it is what total number of requests with unbanned user. Unbanned user, please focus this line. Okay, I hope you got it. Okay, so now how will I do? Sorry, so I have to divide it by what? Cancellation rate is what? Cancellation rate is the number of request unbanned user. Cancellation rate divided by this with by total number of requests with unbanned user on that day. Okay, so total number of requests means, let's say I will just count the total number of status record present. Okay, but remember there is one more condition. It is only with the unbanned user. Okay, now as what I have to give it as cancellation rate. See, I'm just doing it in front of you. Okay, you can see that I'm not applying any some random rocket science logic, right? See, this is a hard level problem of lead code. You can see that how we can just break it down very easily. Any problem in SQL is not difficult if you are able to break down the problem in multiple parts. Okay, from trips table. Okay, now what we have to do? See, now tell me what I told you, that it should be unbanned user. Unbanned user. Unbanned user means where is the record where banned and unbanned are used? See, user ID here is this and banned is the given here. Okay, so banned is given as yes or no in user ID. For example, 1, now 1 will be given as yes or no. If one user ID is banned, then we are not going to take those records here. So now tell me one thing, this ID is present here, right? This ID is here. Now I want to know that this client ID is here. Now if you see, what is client ID? So each tip has a white client ID and driver ID are foreign keys to the user ID. Okay, so client ID and driver ID are foreign keys to the user ID. See, user ID. So what I want is client ID and driver ID, right? These are connected to user ID as a foreign key. So what I want, that now from this condition I want that the client ID, the client ID should not be there in user ID. Should not be there in user ID, in user ID where band equal to yes, right? Because I want that these client and these driver ID should not be banned users. It is given, right? See, request unbanned user. So what I want, this client and this driver should not be banned. So what I'm writing, where client ID not in select user ID, select user ID from which table? Users table. From users where band equal to yes. Okay, so what I did here, I'm just saying that okay, what this will give me, this will give me only band records, right? See, inside it I have taken, inside this subquery I have taken band records. Give me those IDs which are banned. Now I want that my client ID, that means this client ID and driver ID should not be present in banned records, because this is what the question is asking, right? It should be unbanned. So here is a subquery which is giving me banned records, and now I want that my client ID should not be present in banned records. Now the same thing I want for my driver ID as well, so I will write, and my driver ID should not be in band record. Again, same thing. See how easy it is, right? If we write like this, should not be present in band records. Okay, now what else it is asking? Read the question. Day between this. Now what we will write? Now day is what? Day is a request add column. So and request add between, we will apply a between function. So I will just copy it. Okay, why to write it when it is already present? Between this date and this date. Okay, and request add between this and this. Anything, any else condition is given? Any other condition? Okay, this is also present, that we have to round cancellation rate to 2 decimal point. That means here we have to apply a round function as well, because we are going to convert it into up to 2 digit after decimal. Okay, round this and count of status. Okay, from here up to 2 digit, and then I will write it like this as cancellation rate. Okay, date is this. Now based on the day basis I am applying this aggregate function. Means based every day we are counting this sum. So can you tell me what is remaining in this question? Something. See, I am applying an aggregate function based on date, but still I have not used group by. So I have to apply a group by function based on request at. Okay, because I am doing a sum, right? So sum is an aggregate function, and aggregate function are always applied with a group by clause, right? So let's see if anything is missing. I think let's run it and check. Oh shit. Okay, you guys can run this query. Okay, it will work, because I have to log in if I want to work on this. Please verify your email, it is asking. Okay, so I hope this you got this query, right? Because now let's see that how we can do it in an alternate way. Okay, let me know if you are able to do. Write this query and submit it. Okay, you will be able to solve this problem. Just do it on your system. Okay, just see how we can do. Now tell me, if this particular status equal to completed records, I make in one CT. So I make a common table expression one where I take completed records. Okay, and I take another common table expression where I take all unbound records. After that, I perform this particular. Now unbound record means all unbound records. Okay, and this is all completed records which are unbound. Okay, completed and unbound. Okay, now tell me, if now what I do is this divided by total this, if I do, right, will I get the same thing? Completed divided by total. So all unbound record means any status they can have, either completed or cancelled or anything, and this is just completed records. Sorry, not completed, it is not equal to completed. Okay, not equal to completed means either cancelled by client or cancelled by driver. Okay, so not completed means either cancelled by client or cancelled by driver, and should be unbanned. Okay, so this particular thing means by client or driver it has been cancelled, and divided by total unbanned record, will I get the same thing, same rate? Can you tell? And then afterwards I can apply this particular where condition. So just two common table expression and the same answer we will get. Can you think of that way? It will give you the same answer, right? So this is how we will approach this question. Okay, we can do it in multiple ways, right? Even if you write, if you are getting confused here, you can make two common table expression like this and you can solve it in that way. That is also not a problem, right? You will be able to do it easily, because this is how we are going to do, right? Because if you see there, right, I have applied it status. If status is completed, right, then assign 0, otherwise assign 1. That means except completed, other two fields are either cancelled by client or cancelled by driver. And this is what I am asking to do in a common table expression, right? Except completed, take both of the records. That means fetch those records where this is not equal to completed. Then what records will come? Either cancelled by driver or cancelled by client. So this is how we are solving problems, and we can approach particular problem in multiple ways. Okay, I hope you got this problem. Okay, how I break it down into multiple parts. I also told you the alternate way to solve this problem. So this is how we are going to approach such question. Okay, I hope you got a good learning from this question, because this was a very good question. Okay, so it requires a lot of thinking ability. If you try to solve such problems, like where there is a lot of thinking ability is required. So see why I break it down into 5 comment I wrote right here. See, I wrote this for your understanding only, so that you can get what this particular question is asking. So this if you see this question, it sounds like very big question, that how will you understand and all, right? But see, if can you tell that except these 5 points there is anything which the question is asking? There is no thing apart from these 5 points which question is asking apart from this, right? So see how easily we have to break it down into multiple parts and then try to write our queries. Don't just get confused by seeing the size of the question. Okay, it was actually a easy question, but it is given in a lead code hard problems. So try to approach questions like this. Okay, and if you are learning from these videos, please do subscribe to the video and do share this video and do like the video. Okay, if you have any doubt, please do comment down in the comment section. Okay, please do subscribe and let me know if you have any query. Thanks a lot.